Hey everybody, and welcome to the Strategic Planning Experience video series. This is number 4, and today I want to talk about the difference between objectives and goals. Now, the way that I practice it is I do strategic objectives and SMART goals. This is breaking it all out. Because if you do definitions online, and you might actually use the verbiage a little differently. For me, the strategic objective is something that is a little bit more on the generic side that lets me know I'm on track. The objective then gets broken down into what are the goals that are action items that need to happen for me to feel this that moves my vision forward. So the strategic objectives for me then become this piece of, okay, this gear is working, this is now working, all of this stuff is starting to work together. For example, my strategic plan is very holistic. It includes, I use a life wheel. So if anybody wants to play with that with me, let me know, because I have those. And I take each of those pieces and I develop what I want those to look like when they're a perfect 10. You can't get any better than that, right? So if my whole wheel was balanced, what does that look like? And that's my personal vision. So when I take my balanced wheel, I pull out one segment of it. So let's talk about health for a second. When I put this up on my wall, so over here, y'all can't see that part, but over here I have my health, and my strategic objectives for my health include breathing easier and less pain and reduce my sinus issues. So there's more than just, and I also want a feeling of well-being and more energy. So it's more than just getting weight off. Like there's more going on with a person's body than just weight. I want this to feel good. I want to be able to breathe enough that I feel like I'm getting oxygen in my system. Part of that is getting off my inhaler and off my sinus medications. So my objective is to breathe easier. The goal is to get off all the medication. Now, just want you to know, I started that in the beginning of 2017, and I am down to 1 sinus pill a day, not 8. So I think I'm doing good so far. So when you do that, the strategic objective are the things that, this is pieces of what my vision looks like when it's in action, okay? Those become strategic. Then I take 1 or 2 of those and I'm looking, okay, what action steps do I need to take to make this happen? This thing over here. Let's focus here. Once I create the goal and I'm smart about it, I make sure it's specific. How can I measure it? Is it attainable? What are the resources I need? Now, attainable and reasonable to me are kind of the same thing. So your traditional SMART model includes, is it reasonable? But I say include your resources, because sometimes we forget to include all of the extra incidentals, and then all of a sudden our budget's blown to hell because we didn't even take something into consideration. So think it all the way through. And then what is the timetable? What's the timing for that particular goal? Now, here's where it gets fun, because we as entrepreneurs, business owners, we are like slightly competitive. Just a little. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, you can use that to your advantage when you're setting your goals, because when you're making it attainable and reasonable, let's face it, within a certain amount of time and according to the resources that you have, can you beat yourself? Like, can you make a game out of that and have a little competitiveness to it? So if you can gamify your goals, you are actually going to do it, because it creates that element of fun that then gets you to where you want to be, because you're emotionally attached to your vision. You should be. It's your vision, and you deserve it because you're earning it through accomplishing your goals to reach your vision, the objectives. Okay? And just think back to Mary Poppins. It's simple. And every job that must be done, there's an element of fun. You find the fun and snap. The job's a game. So why not gamify the goals a little bit that will help keep you going with it? Because let's face it, in our daily lives, sometimes it gets a little mundane. It's hard to keep going some days. So if you incorporate a little play into that, it will help you keep going, so that that goal that becomes accomplished helps fuel the strategic objective that brings the vision to life. For me, that's the difference between strategic objectives and goals. Both are important, but it helps funnel it down into the action items that achieves the goals, that fuels the objective, brings the vision to life. And that, my friends, is this segment. And I thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please include them in the comment section below. Message me, connect with me. I'd love to get to know you and your story and how are you planning for the upcoming season in your life and in your business. Let me know. I want to help. So appreciate it and thank you very much.